Lays it out. Battle for it over there. And that will go out to Bettendorf. Bettendorf gets the throw, bounces around, headed back. Now out. I think it went off Kelsey Smith, and it'll be a Northwest throw on their half now. They look to go up that right side. And it'll be their throw. Crowd up there didn't like it. They're trying to, well, it's center referee though says no, it's Waukee Northwest throw. And now back the other way to Bettendorf. Early going, these two teams trying to get used to the conditions and figure out the gap in the defense. Battling over there, Addison Wolfel. And they give the free kick to Northwest. Called Wolfel for the push, I guess. So good opportunity here now for Northwest. Kick coming in high, goes wide over there. Can they get it and run it down? They do into the corner. Coming back. Trying to clear it out of there. They finally do. And it's dropped back by Elliott. Elliott over to Shea. Now up. And can't quite get a handle on it inside there. As Josie Jones came in. That'll be a goal kick here for Sweetland. Or I guess Sweetland didn't take it. That one to go out. And the throw in by Simonini. Simonini goes down the line, gets it down there to Sundette, but taken away defensively by Avery Williams, but then goes back out to Northwest. They're going to throw down the line again. Trying to turn it is Josie Jones. And Avery Williams comes in again, tackles the ball, but Northwest keeps possession with Natalie Elliott. Elliott sends it across. Nobody over there, though. Nobody but white shirts. And Bettendorf will try to turn and burn here. Up the left side. Waukee steps in. Now up ahead. Olivia Snow couldn't get a foot on it. Back the other way quick. That's Elliott. Elliott up ahead. Turning back inside, Sundette takes a shot, but it's wide, way wide. Deep and wide, but thought, what the heck? Let's give it a look and see what happens. And now the goal kick by Natalie Good. Knocked down by Izzy Simonini. Simonini sends it up long, but too long. It's going to roll down there, and the keeper's going to let it go out for a goal kick again. And Adelia Good is going to come over and boot it out. Take the goal kick. This one's coming wide right toward us. Over the head of Snow. Now right into Snow on the kick. And Simonini sends it up ahead. headed up by Croat. And Avery Williams trying to clear that out of there. Stand over on the far side with it. Northwest. Shoots it back inside, and shot is over wide. And now they'll just clear it out of there. Williams not going to mess around this time. Have to go off the field and get a ball there. And throw it in, get it back. Sounds like somebody scored on the other field. Coming in toward the middle and stopped. Off the redirect there, but it was stopped. Looked like Simonelli came in, but Bettendorf able to shut that off the keeper. Now trying to push it up. Up in the middle. They'll set it outside. Izzy Simonelli comes up the left side. Gets it up to Sundet. Sundet looking for something. Now back outside to Simonelli. Northwest pushes numbers up into the middle, headed toward the keeper, but not enough on it there. Off the header by Josie Jones. So Northwest's been pushing the issue offensively. Bettendorf hasn't been able to get it really deep in their own final third here. Now they dump it over top, but Northwest right back there, and that's going to go straight back to the keeper, and she's going to boom it out of there, Grace Thomason. She's got 10 goals against, 58 saves, 85.3% save percentage. Here comes Josie Jones outside, gets it by Natalie Elliott, and Bettendorf is just going to clear it out of there that time. And now we have a substitution. Our IMT Insurance substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTIMS.com. Hallie Mulbauer, the senior in, replacing Izzy Simonelli here in our first sub of the day. Knocked down and then sent up ahead by Bettendorf, but Waukee's right there to send it back in again. Tried to get it to Sundet. Now turning. Shoot it up ahead, but they're going to call offside as Snow sent it up there. But it was Kaylin Stiles Pena that was offside. That first time they got it up there and had kind of a counterattack going, so it'll be the indirect free kick. That means somebody's got to touch it before you can get it in the goal. You can't just kick it straight in the goal, which, man, that's a pretty good shot there heading toward the goal. Knocked down. There's the touch you need. Now it gets by Snow and Waukee. Martin gets it outside. Up ahead. And lob it over the top again, looking for Olivia Snow, but the defense is right back there to turn it around. Reese Retker back there on defense, and that one is gonna just stay in. And now Snow will get the throw in over here. And throws it down toward the corner. And it'll stay with Bettendorf again here. They throw it down into the corner, and this is where we have trouble getting a good camera angle. Got to keep those cameras under the tent so they don't get all wet, and then we're totally frazzled. And now Waukee Northwest will throw it up the sideline. Good boot there to knock it down by Mackenzie Schaefer. Into the middle. takes a touch, takes it back outside, and then now drops it back. Big shot, winds down into the keeper. Nice long shot on the line by Addison Wolfel, the sophomore, but Grace Thomason right there. And Wynn playing a little heck with that ball when it gets up in the air. You can kind of hear it blowing in the microphone now. Now here's Bettendorf. They've kind of turned and find a little offense. I mentioned they hadn't been in their final third very often yet. Now this one over, looking for Olivia Snow across there. And we got a yellow card. I believe that was on Snow. Yep.
He's holding my arm with 2 hands. What am I supposed to do?
And so she gets the yellow here. And in comes Naira Drish. She said something about the referee told her to keep her arm down and she didn't or something, so she got the yellow card. Now back the other way and it's out. It'll be Bettendorf's ball. Emily Martin comes up here right in front of us to throw it. Good throw in there, headed back by Engels. Now poked away by Northwest. They drop it back, then send it long, and knocked down by Martin again, but back in there is Elliott. Elliott gets it outside, now up ahead. And a little long there by Northwest, Mulbauer. And it'll go out. Again, you can kind of hear that wind gusting a little bit here, blowing the tents. The rain is really kind of held off, but got to look at the radar in a while. With the way it looked earlier, things were going to still coming through. Here's a good high boot out of there, but Northwest is right there to send it back the other way, and that one will be cleared. It'll be a Northwest throw. Olivia Snow came running up, ready to go back in. Coach calls her back. He's going to talk to her a little bit. Allison Sandy, 43-11-3, 2 tournaments and 1 title last year. Were the coach of Bettendorf. And Snow, the junior, comes back down, ready to go back in. And tried to boot it, a little mishit there. Caught the cleat, I think. Natalie Elliott sends it across. There's a shot out deep by Kinsey Shane, but handled by Riley Sweetland. High kick kind of held up a little bit by that wind, knocked down by Crowett. And Northwest takes it all the way up the right side, cutting through traffic, lobs it over and right in to the hands of Sweetland, but Lindsay Shane just rotated it right up the right sideline and then kicked it. Sweetland comes way out and boots that kick and gets through for a second, but then is dropped back by Simonini. Up ahead, misdirected by Waukee Northwest. Now the keeper's way out, but Northwest couldn't get to it. And now they'll throw in on the far side. And here we go. Battle for it, and Bettendorf comes away. Bettendorf now going to try to turn it. Got it, but couldn't get it out wide. They were looking for Drish. Now back the other way, keeper knocks it down on the long shot. Well, Northwest taking a few shots here with the wind a little bit at their back, seems like. Trying to get the push. You can hear it in the microphone whooshing through there. Now, Bettendorf was going to try to counter that, but now back outside. They turn it around. Drop it. Simonini sends it long. And that's too long. She had Natalie Elliott up the left side, but got a little too much foot into it. As we got about 15 minutes left here. We got another IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtims.com. And Waukee Northwest coach says turn and go. That's what they've been trying to do here. Turn quickly on Bettendorf. Far side. Drive it in, cross it in there. Knocked down by Avery Williams. Back into the middle. And that will be our first corner kick of the day. And corner kicks brought to you by Channel Seed. And here we go. Kind of hanging out, headed down, and the keeper gets to it. And that one goes out. And moving right along. Yeah, I don't think the clock has stopped this whole match yet. It's still going. And we're about, what, 12 roughly? We can't see the official clock from where we're at here. Northwest trying to knock it back. And that one will go out to Bettendorf. Battle for it, and good piece of work there by Keelan Stiles-Pena to turn and kick it right off the defender. They get it into Engels. Engels sends it up ahead. Olivia Snow handles it now, tried to send it across up ahead, but it's taken away. There's Elliott over. Lobbed it up ahead, Mobauer. Trying to run onto it. And the defender takes it away. Back up, but Elliott's there. Elliott sends it across. Trying to turn and get a foot on it. And the official says nothing there. Nope. They ran into each other, fell down, but he said nope. Not a foul. Let's play. Watching 3A action here. Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dar Danielson with you. Waukee Northwest headed it up. Northwest, oh, hard shot off the face of Mulbauer there. For Northwest, official checks back quick, says you okay, and she says yeah. Now, she comes in, slides down. Boy, you can see the turf a little wet here. A lot of slipping and sliding. Right now, the rain has stopped, but things are a bit soggy out there. We get the sun out, man, they're going to have to get the mowers out. comes in, knocked away by Simonini. But stays over there and sent ahead, but too far by Styles Pena. Just a little back and forth on the turf here. Simonini trying to turn it around and gets a good shot up to the corner, but nobody down there except for Avery Williams from Bettendorf, and it goes out. And so that'll be a throw for Northwest. They try to lob it up there, turns on it, sends it over toward the middle, tried to turn it around. Can't get a shot as Jones. Now there's a long shot up high and wide. And we stay scoreless. We're going to have another IMT Insurance substitution here. Sierra Pradhan.
Substitution for Waukee Northwest, number 6, Sierra Pradhan.
Sierra Pradhan in for Waukee Northwest. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTIMS.com. That goal kick. Knocked down. Now knocked away. On the run up ahead. And for a second there, looked like she might break through, but knocked away was Kaylin Styles Pena. Oh, free ball in there, knocked around. Picked up by Martin. Martin sends it up, but there's just not enough numbers back there. Too many Waukee defenders right now. High lob. Waukee gets to it. It came down under the arm, but she was moving straight ahead. Now, just gets by Addison Wolfel. And Waukee tries to turn it. Oh, good move in from behind Avery Williams. Came in, knocked that ball away for Bettendorf, and it goes out wide, though, to Waukee Northwest. That one comes in to Mulbauer. This one's going to fly right into the camera. And a throw in right here in front of us. Taken there by Pradhan. Now up ahead. Trying to turn it is Elliott. Oh, and Williams all over her. Tough as nails defender. Now back out. Williams will clear it out again. It'll be throw for Waukee Northwest. And there's the throw. Little looper in there, nothing hard for the goalkeeper to handle. When Pete gets these batteries in, we'll ask him to check the time for us. Coming up. Now turning. And trying to, mishandle! And still free and knocked out of there at the last second. Reese Rutger. It's a corner kick. The first of the day for Bettendorf. Corner kicks brought to you by Channel. The Enhanced Channel seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com. Wow, what a flurry in front of the goal there. And Rutger knocked it away. Saw a little bit of stumbling there. Now it'll be the corner from the right side coming in for Bettendorf. Trying to get the first goal. This one in, headed up, out in front. Now they send it out wide. Gonna try to play it again. Comes in high, punched down by the keeper, Thomason. Shot again, but cleared now by Waukee Northwest. And they're going to call the foul there on the tackle the ball, and she's saying I played the ball the whole way. And Natalie Elliott didn't like the call there. But wow, what a scramble in front of the net. Bettendorf had a big chance with the keeper out of position. But the Waukee defenders Waukee Northwest defenders able to clear it out. Now here's a long free kick. Kind of into the wind a little bit. Hanging up there high, and it's going to go wide of the goal. Still in play. They turn, send it back over, and by all the white shirts. Now Northwest trying to clear it out, and I think we had a handball in the middle of that, yeah. So, it'll go back to Northwest. So Northwest survives the flurry of a challenge there. 6 minutes to play in the first half. We got the scoreboard, but it's blocked by tents, as everybody's got the tents up over here. So we have to get a little help checking it out. Nice thing is the rain has stopped. The bad thing is the wind's picked up, a little chilly, but you know what? I think that's a little better than sitting out in a 100-degree heat index. I don't know. Here's a shot wide by Northwest. Keeper comes all the way out. He almost slid out of the box with the ball there. I have seen that happen before, where they forget where they're at, or their momentum carries them out. Now here's Bettendorf. Deep shot in there to the keeper. She comes out and grabs it just as Olivia Snow comes in. Thomason makes the play on the ball. And she got caught out of that play where Bettendorf almost scored down there, but got some help. This has just been a back and forth battle. Each have had a couple chances to get it in goal. Now turn back, Emily Martin. Martin lobs it up toward the middle, but knocked down. And then sent over to Izzy Simonini. Simonini sends up ahead. Prodden takes it, gets it by the defender. Sends it over to Elliott. Elliott cuts it back. Elliott crosses. Knocked down, kick, gets the shot off. Defender knocks it away. And now Bettendorf on the counter, but knocked down by Izzy Simonini. Well, I should say it was knocked down by Kinsey Shea, and Izzy Simonini sent it the other way. Now we have an IMT insurance substitution. Cora Sundet coming in for Hallie Mulbauer for an IMT insurance substitution. And let's see, Carson Bohonic came out. I didn't see who went in for her. Here it comes now. Bettendorf trying to turn it back again, but it's knocked off of Bettendorf. It'll go to Waukee, and
Coach, I'm right here. We're right here.
Bettendorf tried to sell it, but center referee said no.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. I get it.
Punched over by Josie Jones. Josie Jones circles around it. Now sends it outside. Looking for the wide cross on the right. Both teams hoping to get a score here toward the end of the first half. Counter by Bettendorf. They've been doing a lot of that now. Back inside, but the back line of Waukee Northwest has been pretty good to shut it down. High kick, knocked down by Josie Jones. Bettendorf will try to turn it and counter now. Bettendorf's in a little more organized now with this on their counter attack. And now they come in and take it away. They got some numbers heading down there, but a little too far, and Thomason will boot it out of there to keep her. Now chance for Northwest. But take it away by Engels. Then sent up. And Thomason will pick it up just as the wind gusts up a little bit. Coach telling her front people to stay higher. Up into the middle. We were looking for Simonini there. Now they turn it. Coach says push it. 2-on-1. Quick shot right into the keeper. Sweetland is there. She'll come away with it. Under 2 minutes to play here. Both teams furious, trying to get the goal to take the lead before the half. Coach telling them turn and go. Crowett with it. Crowett sends it up. And Bettendorf sends it back. Now here comes Josie Jones. Josie Jones. Jones takes it back to the middle, through the defense, lobs it over, looking for a call there. I think the official said let's keep it going. That was a touch, and that may be a corner. No. It touched Northwest, so it'll be a goal kick. And we get another substitution here for Bettendorf, an IMT insurance substitution. Comes up. Now back in the middle. Crowett trying to handle it. Crowett turns it now. Sends it in. Lobs it toward the goal. Headed out of there. Scramble in front of the goal. Waukee trying to turn and get a shot off. And that's the half. Wild scramble at the end of the half, and at halftime we're scoreless here. Number 1 Waukee Northwest, number 8 seed Bettendorf, the defending state champion in 3A, battle to a tie. It was quite fast and furious the final 4 or 5 minutes there, but no score. Let's take a break. We'll do that. We'll come back. You're watching the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
It's Frank. Frank. Mr. Frank. I just want you to know, I think you're the best ever.
In your neighborhood, there's a place so good. It's so nice to be at a store meant for me. The feeling of family, you have to agree.
Wow, thanks, Fairy Frank.
To Fairway, your fairy family.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
we're at the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dar Danielson with you here at the Lead Recreation Center Fields at Iowa State University here in Ames. And right now, not a rainy Ames. The rain is let up here a little bit. And no score in this matchup between number 1 Waukee Northwest and number 8 Bettendorf in the 3A quarterfinal. Over on the field behind us, it's Waukee and Ankeny tied at 1 here, and I believe they're into the second half. They got started a little earlier than us, and so that one over there is 1-1. So the winner of that one would meet the winner of this one. So you got a potential Waukee Northwest matchup there, or you got Ankeny North. Anyway, the winner of these two, but both all 4 teams need a goal one way or the other to get this going. Had a fast and furious finish toward the end of that first quarter as Bettendorf had a good shot down there with the open goal, but a defender came over and knocked it out before Bettendorf could get to it. And then Waukee had a couple shots the other way, but neither team has scored here in the early going. And like I said, the rain has let up, but it has been a little bit windy, and you can see that wind as you're going to the north from as you're looking at be left to right here on the screen. The wind has been pushing from the right to the left, so when you're kicking a goal kick or kicking it that way, it knocks it down just a bit. So we're at halftime. Let's take a break. You're watching the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, the Rose Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, President of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, Executive Director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We'd like to thank you for joining us for the Girls State Soccer Tournament.
The Iowa Farm Bureau knows that strong, vibrant schools are the cornerstone of our communities. That's why we're proud to be the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and this amazing state tournament. This tournament not only showcases Iowa's elite teams, but the athletes competing here today are among our nation's best and brightest. And Iowa's farmers are among the nation's most productive. Our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the opportunity to recognize both, all while supporting and lifting up the Iowa girl.
With the help of the Iowa Farm Bureau, we celebrate students' efforts not only on the field, but in the classroom as well. The Iowa Farm Bureau is committed to your success and supports our organization and the Iowa Girl. Through millions of dollars they provide in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence.
As Iowans, we have a lot to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing here today or a fan tuning in, we all play an important role in making our state great. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations to your school on a terrific season, and good luck in the tournament games.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/WeCare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Welcome back to the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Fans, if you'd like to get your official state tournament merchandise, you can get it now online. Go to IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Of course, if you're out here, you can go over the tent and you can do the same thing and customize it. But IGHSAU.org, browse and customize the merchandise to match your style here for the state soccer tournament. And no score here. Each team had a few chances and unable to put the ball in the net. We still got a lot of clouds moving up there, but they're not dropping any wet stuff on us right now. It was raining pretty heavy toward the start of this match, and then, probably about midway through it kind of eased up and it was windy. And now the wind has died down a little bit, so it's not quite so bad out here. And you never know. You see the Bettendorf huddle right there. They're trying to talk out some things. Early on, it seemed like they had some trouble, getting it up front and getting it to their offense and getting it going. Then they kind of figured that out and were pushing it up. But the Waukee defense, for the most part, kept them in check. And then Waukee Northwest was attacking several times there and had a few good shots at it, but neither team able to come away with a score here yet. And as we said on the other field, it was 1-1 tied up over there. And if you ever had teams in the Iowa games, this is where they played them for a while. I think they play out a little farther out on those fields now. Well, maybe they play both here for the Iowa games. Haven't been up to the soccer for that in a while. But anyway, here they come, Waukee Northwest in the blue. They're going to switch sides here. So Northwest will head north. And Bettendorf coming out here. You'll see them come across the screen here in just a second. There they are, heading out. And I'd say whoever cleans the uniforms for Bettendorf probably has a little bit tougher time, because the teams wearing the white uniforms today with this muddy stuff are going to have a little bit tougher go maybe getting those uniforms clean. But they got to be a little happy now that the rain has eased up. It looks like a few muddy spots out there, but it's drained pretty well, appears to be. Here is Northwest will kick it off to start things here. There's the whistle, and they tap it back, send it over to the left. Now take it away by Bettendorf. Up through the middle to Olivia Snow. She sends it back outside, and that's going to go all the way out. And Northwest will throw it in. And they sent it toward the middle, looking in there for Simonini. Go back the other way, and they'll drop it back, and Thomason will kick it out. Now, with the wind at their back a little bit here, Bohanic turns it, but Northwest gets it back. Up ahead to Sundet. For Northwest. Far side over there, pushing it through, was Kaylin Stiles-Pena. And the Northwest player goes down, and there's a foul called on the far side. And there'll be a free kick over there. Izzy Simonini sends it straight up to a Bettendorf player. Now they knock it down and send it back. And that's going to leak down toward the corner there. And falling over into the fans is Kelsey Smith. And Bettendorf, though, will get the throw on the far side. Fans up there in the stands, some along the sideline over there, and all wearing the rain gear and all kind of with the blankets. It's a little chilly out here today. And they turn it around up ahead. Croat rolling in. A couple players go down, but the referee says nothing. Now they're trying to send it out wide to Shane. Shane even wider over there. Cuts it back into the middle, but knocked away by Avery Williams. Trying to connect a few passes together, Northwest was, but defender stepped in, did a good job. That one lobs up over the top, knocked down, now sent outside. On the run, across the goal! Ball's free out there. Bettendorf player down in front of the goal, finally gets up, still free over in the corner. Northwest comes up with it. Northwest trying to put the pressure back on. Lobs it over, it's going wide, nobody over there but Bettendorf players, and that's going to go out to Northwest. And no, now he changed it. I think he said it's, you say Bettendorf throw? Yep, Bettendorf will throw it in. And now substitution. Nia Drish will come in for an IMT Insurance substitution for Bettendorf. Adelia Good will come out. And down the line, knocked down. Ooh, set right up into the back of her teammate. Now Northwest will drop it. And Shane sends it up ahead. Northwest steps in, Croat over. Into the middle there goes Sundet. Now back over Shane. Shane wide. Now looking to set it wide again. Set it way out wide, Simonetti. They'll turn it back around. Back into Simonetti. Simonetti lobs it in toward the goal. Goes wide. Back over off of Bettendorf. Is it going to go out? And both players fall down, and which way are they going? You're going to say it stays with Waukee Northwest.
Coach, take care of your bench, please. Thank you.
And the fourth official tells Bettendorf to get the bench players back. And inside, goal! I believe that was Josie Jones. We have a replay.
Next line! Next line! It's a push in the back down here that caused
And here it is. Left it out there. I believe that was Josie Jones with the goal, which would be her third. Northwest goes up 1-0. And then they give a warning to Bettendorf. Over here. And Northwest takes the lead. 34th minute. Lobbed up. Keeper comes up, Thomason. Northwest just kept scrambling and moving, and Bettendorf could not clear that ball out of there, and then they finally put it into the net. This one knocked down, turned by Sundet. Jones back over. Knocked away and poked out of there by Shane. It'll stay with Bettendorf. Bettendorf will throw it up the line. And boomed over the tents, almost over to the other field.
I just didn't know where it was.
By Northwest. Well, that one sneaks through. Bohanic Bohonic out wide. Bohonic tries to cut it back in, gets tackled. And it's going to be a corner kick, I believe.
Okay. All right.
For
I'm gaffing for you. I hope Andy thought
yeah, Bettendorf. Brought to you by Channel Seeds. Here comes the corner, slides in.
How old do you think
it goes wide. And that'll be a goal kick. Again, Channel Seeds bringing you the corner kicks today. Learn more at channels.com. And that one kind of out there in front for a minute, and Waukee Northwest clears it. So 2 corner kicks for Bettendorf today, the first of the second half here. 1 for Northwest. This one lobbed up and out. Kicking that goal kick out there against this wind has been a little tough. It was tough for Sweetland, for Bettendorf in the first half, and now Thomason faced with the challenge of getting it out of there. I think the wind let up a little bit. Well, there it is, a good low kick that gets up and headed up over past the half line. Northwest lobs it up in the middle, gets by, and knocked away. Defenders come in late as Simonetti was in there. Now back in. Knocked around, settled, left footer, goal! That was Sundet, I believe. Cora Sundet. Let's take a look at it here. And we got the 4th official in the way. But we couldn't really see it there. Horace Sundet makes it 2-0 Waukee Northwest. Sundet's 6th goal of the season. Apologize for that, but where our cameras are here under the tents, and the 4th official sometimes steps out. Now we'll have a free kick up top here. Emily Martin to take it for Bettendorf. That one's sliding toward the middle, headed back there, and it's going to go wide of the goal and out. And it'll be a corner kick as it went off of Northwest. So another corner here. Corner kicks brought to you by Channel. The enhanced Channel seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com. So over on the far side, Haley Engels to take the corner. Sends it back toward the top. And Olivia Snow knocked it down, but now it's going to go out for a goal kick. And we'll have a substitution. Hallie Mulbauer, the senior, coming back in for Waukee Northwest. And Josie Jones will come out, senior for senior there, an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTIMS.com. Good move by Thomason with the win, and then headed back. Northwest on the move again. Northwest down into the box. Cross wide on the far side. And that was Natalie Elliott, the freshman, Has 8 goals on the season, was looking for another one there. And Northwest really turning those corner kicks around here, even against the wind. That one gets back deep, and they'll boom it back the other way. Retker now back up, trying to turn it around is Bettendorf. Bohonic gets by the defender, momentarily tripped, but she's still going. Bohonic takes it, keeps going, and it's knocked out. It'll stay with Bettendorf. Bettendorf throw. Didn't quite get inside. Bumped up. Now we'll scramble for it. Headed up there by Shane, and this one's coming right over toward us and under the camera. Headed up. Now boomed back the other way by Bettendorf. Mackenzie Schaefer. See a little frustration, and obviously in the faces of Bettendorf here, giving up a couple goals there, trying to get back in this. Still enough time, that one goal to change things around here in a hurry. Send it toward the middle, oh, just by Kaylin Stiles Payne. And now Thomason will pick it up. She's just a junior. And number 1 on top right now. The breeze picking up a little more again. Still the clouds moving. They're moving across, but that one rolls right into the keeper, but apparently dumping the rain elsewhere. Comes Bettendorf now. Shane knocks it down, drops it back. Now Shane again. Now they send it all the way to Thomas and to reset. They could take their time now, burn a little clock. Mobar takes another one in the face. She's taken a couple shots today, but hung right in there. Trying to turn it around. Now here's Waukee again. Waukee on the breakaway. Oh, tried to go back to the middle, hung up on her a little bit, but still keeping it in play. They're getting first the ball, and there's a quick shot over the top. Is that Josie Jones? Now we'll get a substitution here. Adelia Good will come in for Bettendorf, an INT insurance substitution. Learn anything where you're free at imtins.com. Whoop, just about lost my spotter sheet. And here's Waukee again attacking, and this time it's wide again. They're keeping going, and the one thing it does too, it keeps the ball on that end, and Bettendorf's got to push it all the way back down against the clock. And there's Waukee. Sends it through. Cross into the middle. Sundette now lobs it back over. Right side. Back in the middle. And cleared out. Knocked down. And wide of the goal. As Crowett got the shot going there, but I'll tell you what, Natalie Elliott, the freshman, really working that outside and get things going right now for Northwest. And they're continuing to work the clock down. Now here comes, they're calling the push on Wolfel. Wolfel thought she got pushed, and Having a few words with the center referee, and
Yeah, it's like $4 a fucking.
got to be careful about that. That could lead to
You've never had a Red Bull?
a yellow card, but
Ever?
he lets it go here.
Yeah. How have you never?
Olivia Snow picked up one earlier. It was down the line, and she said something about keeping her arm in or something. I didn't see because it was down the line. We couldn't see from here, but now here's Bettendorf turning it, but a little too far as Olivia Snow gives chase, but now comes out of there. And Styles Pena keeps it alive, sends it up ahead, and it is off the post, the right side up. Wow! Right off the post. You see there, the ricochet almost have the lead here for Bettendorf.
If I got like a long
And I think those areas, you know, in front of the goal where there's been a lot of activity with all the games today, getting a little slickish, if that's a word, with all the rain and stuff here. And sometimes, too, your cleats get filled up a little bit with grass and mud, and it makes it a little harder to dig in. Now up ahead, Waukee. Waukee back on the attack, but knocked away on the far side. Good defending over there by Kelsey Smith. Now this will go back to Waukee. Battling for it. Natalie Adelia Good rather gets it out of there. Now here's Bettendorf trying to push it back. They get a flash of it before. Here's Styles Pena. Styles Pena up ahead. Oh, tried to cut it inside. Teammate right there. Now back over, and it's going to get to the keeper. And Thomason takes her time and waits till they come to her to burn off a little clock. Here's the kick. Bouncing here, and Croat knocks it down, but it's gonna, Martin's gonna get to it. Lob it up ahead, but it's headed out by Northwest. And Bettendorf set to throw it in. Sent it back the other way. Knocked down, and that will go to Bettendorf as Kelsey Smith came flying in and went down hard. Lobbed up there, but Thomason is right there to pick it up. Wind it down toward the 15 minutes, 19 minutes.
Hey, back right, watch your back right.
Entering the match for Waukee Northwest is number 1, Olivia Stapleton.
And Olivia Stapleton in for an IMT insurance substitute. 19:30, 19 and a half to play here. So halfway through the second half. So 2 second half goals by Northwest, and now it'll go back to Bettendorf. They came so awful close down there. One just hit the right post in a match scramble. So still time. You get one in and momentum starts hitting your way. And now a push over there, and official's going to do a little talking. Oh, that was Olivia Snow over there. She's got a yellow already. Another one would send her off. So lobbed it up in there. Sweetland coming over, picks it up. And Northwest will clear it out. Slides through back to Thomason again. And she'll take a few steps, just taking the time now. Those kind of casual tricks to burn the clock off. And gets it up ahead. Booms it up there. Brinley Heilson. Right down toward the corner. And we'll have another substitution. Josie Jones coming back in, replacing Haley Mulbauer. Mulbauer get him some good minutes off the bench today. And headed up over the top of the bar. Got the head on it, but Olivia Stapleton over the top of the bar. Waukee. Now here goes Styles Pena trying to turn it around. Looking for Olivia Snow. Snow heads it, can't get to it. Waukee sends it back the other way. Oh, there's a collision there, and then a late push. Wow, Olivia Snow, and they both got tangled up. She's got a yellow already. There's a couple times, and now she's pleading her case out there and saying, what's the deal? As Reese Retker said, hey, she was on top of me and then shoved me. And twice Olivia Snow's had the official talk to her. She's already got a yellow. And sometimes maybe she's a little less hesitant to give the second one. Here's this one right into the breadbasket of the keeper, Thomason. She's flirted with disaster a little bit today, but had some help defensively. Sweetland really has had a fairly decent day, but just Waukee came at her and waves a few times and got the ball in there when I got her out of position. And now a throw for Northwest. They're going to throw it down toward the corner. And 14:45 to go. And still tied over there. 4 minutes with 4 minutes to go, still tied on the other field. And now into the corner over there, Northwest trying to get it out. Now send it back toward the goal. Quick turn, stop. Can't get it and cleared away. Avery Williams clears that. Now Northwest turns again. And that one's going to roll high and wide. But again, over there on the far side, you had the freshman Natalie Elliott who kind of put that ball back up there in play. And IMT insurance substitution, Olivia Kenninger coming in for Olivia Snow for Bettendorf. Booming goal kick up to the half. Taken by Sundet. Sundet up ahead. Turned by Stapleton. Crossed. Outside to Elliott. Elliott fires! Oh, off the post! And Northwest keeping the pressure on here. Elliott turns it again. Elliott fires! Wide! And a diving Sweetland. Dove out there, but it went wide, and I think she may have got a little bit of hand on the first one, and it hit the post there. As Natalie Elliott, the freshman, has just been triggering everything from that left side. Now this time, it's sent across by Stapleton. Bettendorf now having trouble getting it out into their own half here, and they need to, trailing. Good touch back inside by Northwest. Sundet sends it over. Now here comes Bettendorf trying to clear it up. And knocked down again by Northwest. Over there was Wolfel. High lob shot, and that just burns time up. Coming up on 12 minutes. Well, we may have overtime over there if they stay at 1-1. 3 minutes left. There's no overtime anymore in the regular season, but in the tourney, you got to decide a winner, so you go to the overtime periods. Last year, I mentioned it, Waukee Northwest went to penalty kicks in their quarterfinal. They lost the second round to Valley in overtime. But here, right now, they're well in hand 2-0, the number 1 seed looking to move on. And this may get over. They may have to wait and see who the opponent is. Might get a chance to watch a little bit, although they know those teams pretty well. Yeah, one is Waukee, one is Ankeny. Over there on the field behind us. Comes Waukee Northwest again. Working it up. Brinley Heidelson. Oh, sends a nice ball through down. And did it go out? Still battling for it down there in the corner. And they're content to keep it down in the corner and work the time off the clock. And trying to get back out. There's a shot, knocked away, goal. It is a goal, I believe.
That's a goal for Waukee Northwest, number 11, Natalie Elliott.
Natalie Elliott, the freshman, pops it in. See there, off the hands of the keeper. Makes it 3-0 here, 3 second half goals for Northwest. And they've just kept the pressure on here the last several minutes. For Elliott, that's 9 goals on the season. She's been attacking and just trying to ignite things here all in the second half. It'll be a little windy now. And some more substitutions. We'll see Olivia Snow back in. for Bettendorf. And Olivia Anderson in. For Bettendorf. So, goal now, lead now extended by another goal to 3-0. And normally those cameras they're to my right looking to the north. They'd be up higher, but we can't have them outside because of the rain we've had. Hopefully on Thursday it'll be clearer and we can do that for the game, so it cuts down the view a little bit, but ooh, there's a big gust of wind. A free kick by Bettendorf. That one trickles by. Thomason comes out, booms it back the other way. Bettendorf, they had a chance right before the half where the ball was laying there in front of the goal. The keeper was off to the right, but the other defender came through and cleared it just before Bettendorf could get to it. And then here we saw that one go off the right post, and now handball called. And Waukee Northwest drops it back. Well, the wind died down, and their goals came a lot when the wind was down. Now it's picked up quite a bit here just the last several minutes. There's some of that storm moving through. We've just been seeing the clouds rolling over the top here, and thankfully they're not been laying any rain on us right now. Bettendorf needs to make it rain a little bit, drop some goals in, but they've been working hard at that and all the way running over. Sends it back in.
I'd be like, buy me a coffee too. That's what I was saying.
Yes.
Oh.
Hayden Kohler was over there. Now trying to get it out. Pressure. Looked like it went off the hand of Josie Jones, but boom back the other way. Turns it. And Elliott falls down, and the referee says nope. And Waukee still pleading the case, and the official says nope.
You've asked me what the call is. That is the call. We're not conversating about this. We're going that way. It's a foul for the nudge in the back.
So, free kick now, I guess, for Waukee right at the half. There's some discussion there. Bettendorf coaches. That lobbed up there. And you look at what the players they lost off that title team. But have come right back. Put up a 12-4-3 record. And now some more substitutions here. Mulbauer coming back in for Northwest, as is Aubrey Lalonde. And looks like Addison Wolfel coming in for Bettendorf. IMT Insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtims.com. And
Well, at least help myself by sending Sam right now.
Haley Ingalls comes off for Bettendorf. Now looks like another substitution for
Number 6,
Sierra Pradhan coming in for Natalie Elliott, the freshman. And man, she had a whale of a game here in the second half. Triggering that ball a lot on the outside, and then she finally drove it in and got a goal of her own there. But when Waukee to push it up ahead, she pushed the effort. And we're into the overtime on the other field. And 4 minutes to go here in this one. And again, apologize. A bunch of tents went up over here because of the rain, and things are under the tents, and they block the scoreboard view from the sideline here. But at this point, 3-0, it's a matter of Bettendorf trying to get a goal in there and get on the board at least. But again, a great effort for them after the players they lost coming back and getting back to the state tournament. And you just tell that they're, you're building that foundation where you get used to getting here every year. And the first year here in Ames, it's a beautiful setting. A little rainy today, but that happens. Had a lot of soccer tournaments where it's very warm out. And this will be, let's see, a throw in for Waukee. And they'll clear it out. Bettendorf will. Throw it in again, headed back there. Pradhan tries to get it. And that'll be a corner. Corner kick brought to you by Channel Seed. The enhanced Channel Seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more about Channel Seed at channel.com. So, second corner kick for Waukee, the first of the second half. Booms up there, headed toward the goal, and Sweetland comes in and gathers it in as we wind down.
Minute 30, Gavin. Minute 30.
30 seconds. Minute 30, excuse me. Minute 30 second. They're in overtime on the other field over there. Clock winding down here on the Bettendorf season, a fine season. Of course, you win the state championship, you always want to get back up there to that big prize, but losing all those players and getting back to the tournament, a big accomplishment here for the team this year. And Northwest been pushing hard to get back in the title game too. there, still battling for it. Final seconds of this match winding down here. And there it is. Waukee Northwest will advance to the semis with a 3-0 win over defending champ Bettendorf. Had a fine season here. And we're in overtime on the other field.
Battery, please. Battery, please.
And we'll have the trophy presentation, the handshakes here, and then we'll wrap this one up. They're kind of heading over, and happiness, sadness, both here. One team ends the season, one team keeps it going, and that'll be Waukee Northwest, the #1 seed. And they'll get to advance their bracket. And coming up, for those of you waiting, it'll be West Des Moines Valley and Linn-Mar. We'll be starting just a little bit later than what it was scheduled because of the delays.
Please direct your attention to the field for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving medals, every player will receive a commemorative soccer ball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards on behalf of the IGHSAU are Aaron Drummond and Gary Ross. Congratulations to head coach Allison Taylor and the Bulldogs from Bettendorf on an outstanding 2025 soccer season. Now, Josie Jones will advance her team on the bracket to the semifinals. Your team advances to the Class 3A semifinal, where they will face either Waukee or Ankeny on Thursday at 5 p.m. on field #1.
Alrighty, so we have one semifinal almost in, waiting on the other one in overtime, and coming up, we have a couple more games here yet tonight before we wrap up today. The final, once again, top-seeded Waukee Northwest downs #8 Bettendorf, 3-0. That's going to wrap it up from the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.